Hey everybody, back with another video, Jack Lick's Arcade Tech Repair Journey. I was on KLOV and somebody posted about this junior Pac-Man board. They happen to be local. They reached out, asked if I could help them out, and I said I would. Have my Pac-Man adapter on. There's an issue with this junior Pac-Man board. I have done one video, I think, on 2 junior Pac-Man boards. I'll link to up there. You can watch those if you want to get into the details of or the differences between the different junior Pac-Man boards. But the Symptom here, everything looks great, right? Especially on the intro screen. But when we go to the gameplay screen, it's jacked up. But everything here looks good. Colors are decent. That means we know that like the color proms are fine, and obviously we have good sync CPU. If I hit the test switch, it's able to read and to ROMs and read and write to memory. You can see that right there. So everything seems to be working great. But as soon as I hit, let me turn that down some. Look at that. And the ghosts are going, there's no scrolling. He should keep going and the screen should scroll, and the ghosts are going through like the maze barriers and stuff. And on KLOV, Hudson Arcade, aka Mark Spaeth, mentioned checking out the scrolling video section. So I'm going to come back. Let's look at the schematic and see where we're going to probe around. We're going to start at the scrolling video part of the schematic, because that was the hint that Hudson Arcade gave us. Okay, all right, let me figure out where I'm going to start at. All right, so I'm going to start with the scrolling video section. I already started actually, and I probed this 3S, a couple pins on that, and it kind of looked okay. There was some stuff coming in, I think, and then I backed up to this 3R here, and I don't see anything on. I've only checked like pin 2, which is S5, and then pin 15 S6, if you can see that. And both of those look pretty much like they're dead on 3R. Like here's pin 15. That's the screen right there. And there's just like nothing going on. Might have to reset the game. Alright, restarted the game there. Pin 15, just nothing going on there. And this is pin 2, nothing going on there. So let's go back and check where that scroll S comes from. Just to check if we're on the right track, I'm going to check 5N, which is a LS157. I'm going to check pin 2, which is DR3, probably coming from some RAM. And then pin 3, which is S3. So this is 5N pin 2. Looks okay. Pin 3, not doing anything, and we're just stuck at the screen. I mean, it's not scrolling all the way to the end. So I think we're on the right track. All right, so S comes from 4B, which is a 273. And we got scroll right there coming in on pin 11. Actually, I wrote it down right there. And then I have the output pins as well. So let's check 4B. Oh shit, that's way down here. 20 pin chip. Can't wait to use the BugTrap. I'm definitely going to use it here. Alright, I think we have our culprit, but I'm not positive yet. 4B, on pin 11, is that scroll signal, which comes from like the address decoding part. Now, I would assume that scroll signal is working, or the address decoder. Where's the address decoder at? It's at 4C. I assume this was probably working okay, because other signals, like other write and enable signals, come from this, and I wouldn't imagine that the game, would be working as well as it is if that wasn't working. So, but pin 11 is that scroll, and it's not going all the way down to low. So something is holding it high, right? And I believe that's our problem, because data's coming in. It's a edge triggered, positive edge triggered octal 8. So it has 8 outputs, D type flip flops. That's what it is there. So I just think I need to clip that pin 11 to see if it's this chip that's artificially holding it high. That's what I'm thinking. I guess I could on 4C. You know what? Let's go ahead and put the BugTrap on 4C, which is a 74LS 130 something. 139. Hopefully, if I have one, I'm going to test it, because if our theory is true, then only that one output for the scroll signal will show as being bad, and then we'll clip. Alright, so I'm looking at 4C, or we are, this LS138, to look at that scroll signal. I'm expecting that to report as off, right, because we don't see it going all the way to low on the oscilloscope. But dip switch N1, N0, WDR, you know, I think those are working because the rest of the game's working, but I don't know for sure. I went ahead and hooked up the BugTrap Comparator, and it's not indicating anything's wrong, which is not what I was expecting. I don't know why I can't get any volume here. Alright, we're getting some volume here. And you can see we still got the same problem, right? But what I did is, I'm expecting pin 13. So, you know, this is pin 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to switch this over and watch what happens. Look, just start scrolling. When I pipe that signal through to my test chip, my test 138, the actual scrolling playfield works. So I have a feeling that's definitely our problem. See, that's just interesting, but the light's not coming on, which is weird. And the ghosts look better. So I'm going to put this chip in the HP and see if it indicates that that line's bad, which I know it is, because I looked at it on the oscilloscope. I'm just kind of like doing comparisons and stuff, and I thought that was interesting what I did with the BugTrap. It's unfortunate, why did it not report red, as you know, that didn't highlight that. It's kind of weird. All right, powered on. Got a little flashing on 13. Line 13 looks, you know, the HP 10529 is definitely saying that line 13 is jacked up, which means that it's probably pin 11. This 4B, what is that, a 280, 273 or something? I don't know, wherever we talked about it a second ago. But I bet this chip is bad. I'm going to cut that pin, see if that frees it up here real quick. Alright, I cut the pin on 4B. Oh, I still got pin 13 wrong. Oh shit. That's bad news. Did I cut pin 11. Oh boy. Something else is going on. That didn't free it up. See, pin 11 still jacked even though I cut it. That sucks. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is 4C bad? And just that one line is bad? 1, 2, no, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, you can kind of see it's not going all the way low. Oh, man. So maybe this is bad and this 4B is okay. That's nuts. I just figured this was bad or something. I should have done a better job cutting that. I guess I'm going to have to replace 4C because there's nothing else on that line between those two. I'm going to power it off, inspect the board, and just make sure that line doesn't go anywhere else. Well, this went from fixing a board to trying to fix my Hakko 808. The heating element was not heating up, so I went ahead and took it off. And I don't know if it, well, obviously heating element can't heat up now because it's disconnected, but it comes from these two red wires here, and I doubt it matters since they're both colored the same, but I'm going to disconnect them, I think, right here. Hopefully, I don't know, they barely make new parts for these, so I'm just going to see if I can solder this thing back on and see if it works. If you can see here, I might be able to solder it onto that part right there. I cleaned that up just a little bit, but that side there, I'm going to have to scrape it off or something to get access to it. I don't know what's going on. Interesting. Okay, yeah, those do come off pretty good because I was looking at what the replacement looks like, and we just need to hopefully solder these on. So let me come back, see if I can get this thing working. Well, this kind of sucks because I cannot get this other thing soldered on. I don't know. I did a little research, and I think these heating elements just go bad anyway. But the fact that these can't be soldered on very easily, you see about 43 ohms. I think there's like two sides to this heating elements. Like there's a little line right here, like maybe there's two sides of it or something. I don't know exactly how these things work, but unfortunately this is all one piece, and they don't make them for the Hakko 808 anymore, so I'm kind of crap out of luck as far as that goes. So I will put it back in, but just list it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I might hold on to it, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to do it the old school way with a manual solder pullet. So I'm gonna have to heat it up and gonna do it this way, I guess. I don't usually film me doing like this tedious stuff like this because it's kind of hard around the camera, but basically if I'm worried about pulling traces and like I don't have my desoldering gun, I just cut the chip, let's get that out of there, cut the chip out, and then I just heat up each individual pin and it'll just pull out usually. Obviously I put some flux on there too. But this is kind of the easiest way that without damaging anything. Just cut the pin out and then heat it up so you get it to move a little bit. Like this one's being a little stubborn. Come on now. There we go. Just like that. And now I will try to use this desolder sucker, but I suck at this thing. I don't know. We'll find out if this is going to work. Oh yeah, that actually worked. I'm not very good at it because I do the easy way. Wow, what a pain. Yeah, so I don't know. This kind of sucks. Okay, cool. All right, but you get the idea. Not bad for not having for using the solder pullet for like maybe the third time ever. I got it all out, so it actually worked out pretty good. Alright, I have the new 138 in at 4C. I did resolder that pin 11 on 4B. Board's a little warped actually, kind of weird. But yeah, let's see if this is our problem. I have it in right, yeah. Oh, we got a different issue. We got... Alright, well that's fixed. Okay, reset maybe. Maybe my power is not perfect yet. When you're powering it on with just a regular, you're using 5 volts going through these diodes, there's voltage drop and stuff, so, and I'm trying to keep it purposely not too high, so it's right around 4.7. But let's see. I'll put it in my cabinet to test AC power and stuff. Yeah, that was probably a power issue. Seems like it's working. Interesting, look at the brown on the bike right there. It's much more, it's darker I think in my cabinet, but this should be the right colors. Definitely looks brown, like the wheels are brown up there. But I think we're working here. I'm going to put it in the cabinet. Find out. Just to give you a reference of what it looks like on the scope. There's pin 11 right there. So you can see how it's going all the way from 5 volts all the way down to 0 with those big long lines, if you can see that. Let me turn off my light there. See that? That's almost like a steady state, whether there's scrolling going on or not, it seems like. See, I mean, the game's not even playing. Let's hit start. See if it changes. Not really. It's about 60 hertz. 30. 60, 30, 60. Interesting. If you really zoom in, that's what the signal looks like right there. Peak to peak, 4.4 volts. Alright, well my camera took the crap as well, so I have to film with my phone. That's my Junior Pac-Man board. I just want to look at this real quick. Put the Junior Pac-Man board that I was working on. There's the chip that I replaced right there. LS138, and it's all powered up and ready to go. We'll go to the front. A few games on. Oh, here we go. Alright, so I'm just going to have to hold it while I play, I guess. Good thing it's a one-arm game. I don't know how this is going to come out on the... It's like, can I play it through looking at my phone? That's crazy. I don't think this is going to come out very well at all, but you get the idea. It looks like it's running. Or playing, I guess I should say. Yeah, playing it through the... Oh my god. That's crazy. Camera's moving around and everything. Oh, yeah, I definitely can't do it. Whoops. But I played it a few times and it looks fine. I mean, I know this is terrible watching me do it this way. I think that's it. It was a relatively easy fix, right? But got it in my Miss Pac-Man cabinet. But my HP logic comparator showed it correctly, being the pin out. Obviously, I could just use my oscilloscope, clip the pin that I didn't need to, whatever, replace LS138. BugTrap showed it okay, so maybe just the tolerance of it going down, because you could see that signal. Well, can you see my finger? The signal was trying to go low, but it wasn't able to cross all the way to a full 0 volts. I guess for whatever reason, the BugTrap didn't fix that or did pick up on it. I need to adjust the colors on my tube, by the way. So, but anyway, that's it, guys. Junior Pac-Man fixed, and camera. I need a new camera. I need a new desoldering iron. So, whatever. Cheers.